Hey everybody, thank you for joining my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe, like this video, leave a comment if you will. Thank you to all my day one subscribers and my new subscribers. Welcome to Queen Azra Love's channel. Over here where I'm dedicated to helping to shed light on various situations and share my personal experience on life, and hopefully that helps someone in some shape, form, or fashion. If it does, please like this video, comment, and share this video. I want to talk about overcoming anxiety and depression. In the past, I suffered from depression and anxiety. What you see before you right now today did not happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's all by the grace and mercy of the Most High. So I'm a walking testimony of what the Most High can do when you put your faith in the Most High and the Most High only. So that has to be understood that at the end of the day, everybody's not going to resonate with my content because it's real and rare. It's authentic. And I'm not trying to grow a channel overnight. I'm not trying to get rich quick overnight. I'm actually, called to share my personal experience to help others who may have experienced the same thing and let them know that you're not by yourself. You're not alone. So, and I'm with you on this journey of called life. And I'm not I am professional, but I'm not no professional. So anyway, I'm a human being at the end of the day. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, but I know what I'm talking about. So let me just say that I used to be on prescription medication. I used to take anxiety medication. I used to take depression medication, all of that. And I used to drink alcohol and everything. But at the end of the day, it's all about when you take drugs and alcohol, we're only basically just putting a band-aid on a problem. We're not addressing the issue or addressing our concern. And some people think that they need this anxiety medication. They need this depression medication that's going to help them. And I feel like and sometimes in my life I had my experience with alcohol and drugs and all of that. But I also was on prescription medication as well. But I spoke about it in another video, how when I moved to the state that I'm currently in, I didn't have medical insurance to renew my prescription at Walgreens for anxiety. It was a low dosage of anxiety medication. I'm real and transparent. No, I don't care. I don't care what people think. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge me because I'm winning in real life. Let's just say that. I rather help someone than to worry about my reputation at the end of the day. So that's why I show up with my true testimony and be organic and authentic with my information. So with that being said, I used to take a low dosage of anxiety medication like maybe a year ago. And I thought I needed that, but I did need it because I felt when I was like, I lived in Houston a year ago. And when I was in Houston, that's a long story. Things started to fall apart in my life and everything. So I kind of got a little agitated. It felt like everything was going wrong. Like my Uber, like everything, my phone would mess up. Everything was just like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, why am I having all of this bad luck? And it aggravated me. It frustrated me. Like, we're not going to sit on this camera. I'm not going to sit on this camera and just act like I haven't experienced stressful situations that I actually needed medication at the time to deal with and cope with my reality at the time. But that's why it's a time and place for everything. So I'm not against medication at all. And I actually got my medication through BetterHelp. And I see a lot of people on here on YouTube actually are sponsored by BetterHelp. So this probably not that I should be sponsored by BetterHelp, because I actually used to get my medication through them. And so it's not knocking medication, but I think that should be a temporary situation. Like, you don't want to become codependent on this medication for the rest of your life. Now, if you have some event or circumstance in your life that arises and you are having difficulties dealing with it physically and mentally and emotionally, then you may need therapy and may need some kind of medication. I would recommend that. But once it does what it's supposed to do, and you prayed and you fast and you change your life for the better, and you're not drinking alcohol that's going to interact with the medication, you actually remove negative people out of your life. Like you have to do all of these other components, and not just take medication. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just take medication and remain in dysfunction. We cannot take medication and remain in a dysfunctional environment. We have to take everything into consideration. We have to reevaluate our whole entire life of what I need to do. What do I really need to improve myself? What do I need to be the best version of myself? What do I need to work on personally? What can I change? What is in my control? What do I have control over that I feel like I don't have control over? So we have to gain control over our lives in the best way possible and have a different, even if that's changing your perspective of how you look about things, how you look on things, your outlook on things. I am a healthier version of myself because I found out that that's drugs and alcohol and all this stuff. It should be temporary because really anxiety, they say, is really just, it's different tools. It's like they say anxiety and depression doesn't 100% go away. We have to have tools in place to use to combat this anxiety, to combat this depression, along with addressing all the external factors that are affecting you. We have to address all the external factors that may be affecting you, your living situation, your relationship status, your employment status, your financial stability, your physical health, your mental health, if you're working. They say exercise is good for anxiety and depression. So I try to eat as healthy as I can, and I exercise a little bit, and I lost over 30 something pounds. And I used to have high blood pressure, but my blood pressure went down. And when you have high blood pressure, it makes you anxious, it makes you irritable. So that's all has to be taken into consideration when you are looking for anxiety medication or depression medication. We have to look at it from a holistic point of view of, like, what am I actually taking care of myself? Am I actually drinking enough water? Am I actually getting enough sleep? Am I surrounding myself with positive people, places, and things? Am I reducing my stress? Or if you could be in the process of that, and you may need medication if you're not 100% in the place where you want to be. So maybe 6 months from now, if you're taking medication now, maybe 3 to 4 to 6 months from now, you won't even need medication for anxiety or depression, because you have slayed those demons, you have conquered those demons, you have overcome that, and you learn how to adjust and adapt and accept reality for what it is. Because at the end of the day, we can do all things through the power of the Most High, and prayer and fasting and supplication. The Most High changes lives. So I think kind of sort of at the end of the day, the medication may kind of prolong your deliverance or your healing. It may prolong it if you don't know when to stop, if you don't know when to cut it off, and you don't know when to, because I couldn't renew my prescription, so I didn't have a choice but to stop taking it. And I noticed that my creative blocks were removed, because I wanted to create content on YouTube content for a long time, but I was like, I want to be tapped in and synced in and linked in. I don't want to just get on here and I didn't know what to talk about. And my daughter said, how you come up with your ideas? And I'm like, I record what I am inspired to do. I use my intuition. I'm just an intuitive person. The Most High put this on my spirit to talk about anxiety and depression and how I overcame anxiety and depression. And hopefully this video helps someone to know that it's not always something that a pill can solve. It's not always, but and if you want to talk to me, my email is azralove@gmail.com. If you want to for me to help you, because I actually been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Like for that service right there, to help somebody, encourage somebody, to if somebody is struggling with anxiety and depression, you could definitely hit me up in the email and let me know what's, so I can help you with that, because people feel like they don't have no one, and that could be very depressing. And but I still feel sad and depressed sometimes, but I through prayer and supplication, and I fast, and I do what I need to do to combat that, because I don't stay there. I could feel sad for 5 or 10, 15 minutes at the max, but I don't stay there. I don't stay sad. I don't stay depressed. I'm more than a conqueror. I am thriving and surviving in this world today. I'm not going to stay stagnant, and I'm not going to stay low vibrational. I'm not going to stay in victim mode or victim mentality, or like I'm so overwhelmed with my emotions and my feelings over there. Because really, they say, what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. So really, fear is false evidence appearing real. So a lot of things are really like old paradigms and old identities that we no longer resonate with, and old dynamics that we no longer resonate with. Like, we may have let things stress us out in the past. We may have chose bad habits in our past. We may have leaned on alcohol or drugs or cigarettes or pills or Pepsi or chocolate or whatever as a crutch to soothe our anxiety and our depression. But we have to replace that with healthy habits that are going to actually benefit us and create breakthroughs for you. Because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Believe me, I know. And at the end of the day, I'm not on here to bash anybody or make nobody feel bad or anything like that. But real is rare and fake is everywhere. And I know that real people do real things, and everybody's not going to resonate with me or whatever the case may be. But that's neither here nor there, because I have a real testimony of my life story, and I don't look like what I've been through. At the end of the day, like I don't look like what I've been through. I'm not there anymore. So I'm a new creature because of the Most High's favor on my life. Yes, so all praise to the Most High and the Most High only. So yes, anointed and appointed, and I have zero tolerance for nonsense and foolishness and BS and games. Point blank period. At the end of the day, I made a post on Facebook and YouTube. I said, I don't care if you don't like me, but switching up on me is always a bad idea. Yes, I don't care if you don't like me, but switching up on me is always a bad idea. It's not in your best interest to switch up on me. Point blank period. Use your imagination. Anyway, hopefully this video helps somebody. I pray. I'm going to pray for you all. I pray that anybody experiencing anxiety, stress, and depression are healed and delivered, and by the Most High's grace and mercy, and that they are abundantly blessed and have the favor of the Lord on their life, and remove any negativity. Anything that's not of God is removed out of your life. Anything, people, places, and things is now removed in the name of Jesus. We are casting down all those strongholds and the negativity and that low vibrational BS and nonsense and foolishness. It is not welcome here. It can't come here, especially not in November. And people voting today, I'm not really taking part in that. I really don't care. But in the day, yes, it's almost 2025. Yes, thank you so much for watching this video. And I could go on and on and on, but I'm having a little distraction in the background. Anyway, I hope and pray that if you are experiencing anxiety and depression, that you find peace and contentment. Peace of mind is priceless. And if you need medication for a temporary time or situation or what have you, you could do that. But we don't want to become addicted to it, or you know, for a long period of time. And then you will need stronger medication, because I was taking a low dosage of anxiety medication, and I felt like I needed a stronger one and a stronger one and a stronger one. But I realized I have my faith in the Most High. God say, it's over, it's done. Like, don't try to definitely not gonna pay for it. I was gonna pay to get it back, to pay for it out of my pocket, but because I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to function without this medication. But it wasn't, I mean, I went without it before, but I was drinking alcohol before that. Like, so it was always something I had to, like, do. I was smoking at one point in time, I was drinking at one point in time, I was taking anxiety pills. Like, I had to do something, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people do. They just have to do something. Like, they like, okay, well, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, but I still take these pills. Like, I just don't do none of that. I am drug free, alcohol free, all of that. I don't mess with it, because greater is he that is in me that is he is in the world. Yeah, greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. So we can do all things through the power of the Most High. We can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You just have to believe at the end of the day. This is not, no, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. So peace, love, and light to you all. Remember to always keep the Most High first. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Assalamu alaikum, my sisters and brothers. Remember to always keep the Most High first, and be blessed. Bye.